Namaste. What is Sanskrit? Our whole life is a game of self-knowledge with Leela Chakra I. Sanskrit indeed played an important role in the ancient world, especially in South and Southeast Asia, as the language of scholarship, philosophy, literature, and ritual texts. It served as a bridge between different cultures and traditions, just as English is used today as an international language of communication. However, unlike modern English, which is the first or second language of many people around the world, Sanskrit was primarily used by scholars and for religious purposes, and was not the language of everyday communication for the majority of the population. Modern migration and globalization have contributed to the spread of the English language, while Sanskrit has retained its importance mainly in the context of the study of ancient texts and spiritual practices. Sanskrit, the ancient language in which the Vedic texts are written, is part of the Indo-European family of languages, to which Old Russian also belongs. Both of these languages have common roots, which is explained by the migrations of peoples and the spread of language groups from the original region, which some scientists call the ancestral home of the Indo-Europeans. The similarities between Sanskrit and Old Russian are evident in some lexical, phonetic, and grammatical features, but these languages developed independently of each other over thousands of years. The connection between the two is part of the broader history of Indo-European languages, but does not indicate a direct connection between Sanskrit and Russian in a historical context. What historical events took place during the emergence of the web, and what in Indo-European society? The web as a technology emerged in the late 20th century, an event not directly related to ancient Indo-European societies. However, if we consider the historical events that took place during the formation of the Vedic scriptures and Indo-European culture, we can note the following. The Vedic scriptures, including the Rig Veda, Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads, were composed around 1500 to 500 BC. This time is characterized by the migration of Indo-European peoples, including the Aryans, to the territory of modern India, which led to the merging of cultures and the formation of the Vedic civilization. Indo-European society, which includes many peoples of Europe and Asia, including the Indo-Iranians, Greeks, Romans, Slavs, and others, also went through significant changes during this period: the spread of Indo-European languages and cultures, the emergence of statehood, the development of agriculture and cattle breeding, as well as the formation of religious and mythological ideas. All this was part of a historical process that influenced the formation of many modern cultures. Thus, the Vedic scriptures in Indo-European society developed within broad historical processes that included migrations of peoples, the exchange of cultural and linguistic characteristics, and socio-economic changes. Why was Sanskrit used to transmit information between Indo-Europeans? Sanskrit, the language of the gods, or Devavani, served as the sacred vessel for the transmission of Vedic knowledge. It was chosen for its precision and structure, which allowed it to maintain the immutability and purity of the teachings. Sanskrit has a complex phonetic and grammatical system, which makes it ideal for philosophical and ritual texts, where every word, its sound, and form have a deep meaning. This language contributed to the unity of Indo-European cultures by providing a common basis for the exchange of spiritual and intellectual ideas. How could Indo-Europeans know Sanskrit if they migrated from different territories? Sanskrit, the language of the ancient Vedic scriptures, is part of the Indo-European family of languages, which includes many languages distributed from India to Europe. The Indo-Europeans, the ancestors of groups of peoples who spoke Indo-European languages, migrated and spread their languages and cultures over vast areas. Sanskrit, like other Indo-European languages, is descended from a supposed Proto-Indo-European language that existed around 4 to 3 millennia BC. This language was not written down, but linguists have reconstructed its main features based on comparisons of modern and ancient Indo-European languages. Sanskrit, like other ancient languages, spread along with migrations of peoples, trade routes, and cultural exchanges. It became the language of scholars and religious texts in ancient India, and its use was common among the educated classes. Sanskrit was not the native language of most Indo-Europeans, but its structure and vocabulary have many similarities with other Indo-European languages, suggesting a common origin and mutual influence. Thus, although the Indo-Europeans migrated from different territories and spoke different languages, there were linguistic and cultural ties that united them. Sanskrit, as one of the key languages of this family, played an important role in the transmission of knowledge and spiritual teachings in ancient India and influenced many other languages and cultures. My name is Kamskaya Gaya. I have been working in information technology, education, games for more than 10 years, traveling the world. I love technology, optimization and automation of business processes. I am the founder of my mobile application, Leela Chakra I, which is included in the top 50 App Store in the field of educational gaming platforms. The Leela Chakra I project has become a remarkable creation in the gaming industry by combining AI technology, traditional Indian philosophy, and innovative game mechanics. Thanks to this application, I acquired a system of spiritual growth and constant practice of jnana yoga, deepening my knowledge of the micro and macro cosmos, where the foundation of everything is Sanskrit. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and comment under this video, download the Leela Chakra I application, link in the description, and subscribe to the channel, and I will remind you that our whole life is a game. In knowing yourself, karma will bind us to remember who am I. Namaste.